Hi everyone, welcome to our channel. On Tuesday evening we did the live stream and we've had quite a few messages asking about Ben. So we thought it'd be nice for both of us to sit down, while it's peace and quiet, the kids at school, to have a sit down chatty type vlog all about Ben and his disabilities.
Yeah.
Don't we? Mm-hmm. So we'll start at the beginning, shall we? I had a normal healthy pregnancy with Ben. Only thing is I did have a risk of him having Downs, didn't we?
It's only 10% Downs.
10% Downs, and also Edwards syndrome or something?
Something like that.
Anyway, obviously I was offered the amniocentesis test. I said no, I didn't want it. And yeah, we had a normal healthy pregnancy. Ben was fine.
The only issue was your placenta didn't come out properly at the end, did it?
No, but apart from that, everything else.
That could have starved
his brain of oxygen, but. Anyway, yeah, so apart from that, everything else is normal. He was developing normally, but all of his milestones.
So in a way, that happening, they should have told you that there could have been some problems.
They
never did.
They never did.
No.
He was to say, so all of his milestones. He was crawling at 6 months, wasn't he?
Crawling at 6
months.
Yeah.
Sit up.
The only worst thing I ever did with Ben was put him in a baby walker.
Yeah, that was the only thing.
That baby walker was terrible.
He's made his legs go like this.
Yeah, because when he was sitting in it, his legs were like that, and now his legs are like that.
Yeah, but anyway, so I was saying, so he was crawling at 6 months. You're sitting up by 5-6 months as well, wasn't he? He was quite early with his milestones. Even by about 9-10 months, he was babbling, mum, dad. So you used to say he was normal for a typical 12-month-old, and he changed. As soon as he had the MMR jab, he changed, didn't he?
Yeah, the MMR jab, he had it when he was, what?
18 months.
18 months,
yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah.
And within a period of time, I think they changed the formula of it, didn't they?
I think they have changed the formula of it. Every way, it's like it seemed to have changed overnight. Obviously, we've got no proof that it's the MMR causes autism or nothing like that, because they've done research and said it's not proven. But it's weird how he changed just overnight as soon as he had it.
Soon after that, he started experiencing problems with sleep.
Yeah, definitely sleep.
Yeah.
And then, obviously, he just seemed to withdraw from everything, didn't he? Because he used to be very, obviously, he wasn't talking, he was like very babbling. Suddenly he stopped babbling, he stopped making eye contact. I
think it got worse when he started at Southfield School, in theory, because, they didn't really pay much of attention to him, did they?
That was at nursery, wasn't it?
Yeah, when he was in nursery at Southfield School, he basically was let to do what he wanted to do.
He used to lay on the floor.
Yeah, and they just didn't bother, in my opinion, did they?
No. Anyway, Ben was diagnosed with autism when he was 2.5.
2.5, 3.
I think it's about 2.
When he went to CDC in Northampton.
To CDC Northampton. I know Sam was only a baby, so yeah, he would have been about 2.5, 3. And at the time, he was only just diagnosed with features of autism, rather than the full. Even though he had all the classic symptoms, obviously he wasn't talking. When he had a car, he span the wheels round and round, like he still does that now.
Yeah, he does. Yeah.
And all the repetitive behaviour. He used to. I don't think he was rocking back then, though, was he?
No, he wasn't. No.
He wasn't rocking back then. Anyway, of course, obviously, at the time he met professionals like the paediatrician. There was some sort of teacher, wasn't it, a preschool teacher or something?
Yeah. He
had his eyes tested, his ears tested, everything tested. He had some blood tests taken just in case anything, because they was worried he had Fragile X syndrome, wasn't it, at the time?
Yeah.
Lucky that all come back clear anyway. So then we had to go there for 2 days, and then I think it was about a week later.
Because his hearing test, remember, it came back inconclusive. And then he had to come back again, where he had to be
knocked out
to have a hearing test done, didn't he?
That's it, yeah.
But if I remember rightly, didn't he wake up?
He woke up halfway through. They couldn't carry on doing it, could they?
You know.
It was only just recently found out about last year. He's actually got a problem with hearing anyway. He's got pressure point back in his ears, but we'll go through that in a bit. So then we went back after 2 weeks, I think, and was given a diagnosis of autism, 2.5. As the Stevens said, we didn't get really no help from there on, nothing like that. It was told, Ben's got autism, off you go, basically. So yes, once we got our diagnosis, was put onto the early help team, wasn't it?
Was it regular Friday
meetings for a while, but now they've changed it. where you can only have so many meetings or something because all the criteria has changed, obviously due to budget cuts and stuff. But anyway, so yes, we tried him in a mainstream nursery for a little while, didn't we, while we was getting all the paperwork through for a statement.
And then they said that he would be best placed in a special needs school.
Which is obviously rude because, like Stephen said before, his nursery where he were, they couldn't cope with him. They just left him.
No, because when we used to pick him up at lunchtime, he just used to be sitting there doing nothing.
Or laying on the floor.
Laying there doing nothing. It's like, they could not interact with him.
They couldn't, could they?
It just shows you the amount of training these teachers have. And they don't realise what autism is.
They don't.
Until it's too late.
Yeah. So anyway, we got the paperwork come through, didn't we? A statement, like I said, now HCPs. And then he started the special needs nursery.
In January 2010.
Yeah, and he's still at that same school now because the school where he is, it's obviously got like the special needs nursery. It's got the primary school. It's got the secondary school, and it's also got post-16 there as well, hasn't it?
Yeah, so 8 years later is where he is now. So.
And he's in the secondary part of the school, isn't he?
Yeah, and when he first started there, it was all improving, wasn't it? It was all going well.
All going really well, yeah. So, but anyway, so he's really enjoying school. And then once again, fast forward on to, what year was it? He had that first...
It was April 2013. He was in the second family group.
Oh yeah, we had the phone call.
And we had a phone call. It was just before Easter break, I think it was. It was in April 2013. They said he's had a seizure, and then me and Cheryl thought, what?
Yeah, because obviously Ben wasn't diagnosed with epilepsy then at all.
It just come out of the blue.
But at the time, he hadn't been sleeping very well, had he, at all? No. He was going to bed at 8 o'clock and wake back up past 1, and that went on for months and months and months.
It did, and that's when the downward spiral came where...
He did do big time. That's when we lost all of our help, everything.
Sleep deprived, everything. I don't know how we done it during that course of time.
I don't know how we did it. It's horrible. If everybody's got special needs children, no, sleep deprivation is the worst. The thing is, you just have to carry on best as you can.
You have to carry on because not being nasty. No, I find that no one cares.
They don't.
Everyone's out for their own thing in this life, and if someone's got a problem, who's going to worry about it?
I know. But anyway, so of course we had this phone call, and then he had.
When we went that day, was he still at school or was he in the hospital? I think it was in the hospital, wasn't he, when we got there?
We were in the hospital when we got there, because the first time we got in the hospital.
Mm.
And then, second time he had it at home.
Second time he had it, at home in January 2014 when he had that major...
that was...
5 minute...
Seizure.
What was it called?
Chronic tonic.
Seizure.
Yeah.
I was getting him ready for school in there. And all of a sudden he just fell onto my shoulder. It's a good job I was there in front of him, or else he would have probably
knocked himself
fallen down or hit his head or something like that. And he just, started shaking.
It's horrible. If anybody has seen people have a seizure, it's horrible seeing them shaking and stuff, because you can't do anything with it, obviously.
No, because at the time we didn't have no medication for it.
No.
And, had to get hold of the ambulance and everything else, and they came as quick as they could, didn't they?
They came as really quick as they could, which is great.
And then we got to hospital.
And he had another one.
And it started again. And I had never felt so scared in my life.
It's only thanks to the hospital. I am going to name Benbury Horton Hospital. They have been threatened with closure, but hopefully, fingers crossed, they've been safe. But it's only thanks to doctors and nurses there that Ben's with us today. They saved his life.
Yeah.
We're totally grateful for that.
What was his doctor looking after him? I can't remember his name now.
I can't remember his name now. His doctor was looking after him. Anyway, obviously, because when he had the seizure, he was sick.
He had collapsed on as well, didn't he?
Yeah, of course, his lungs collapsed. Of course, he had to be ventilated, rushed off to the JR at Oxford.
It just was the scariest moment ever, that was.
It was, big time. And then 24 hours later, he was bouncing back. They couldn't believe it was the same child, could they?
Next day, pulled all of his pipes out of his
pulled
mouth.
all his drips out. God, I was like, no, don't want that. That's it. And
it's like someone up there has been watching him.
Definitely, Ben has definitely got a guardian angel. He has really got a guardian angel, big time.
And then after that, that's where help just disappeared.
Definitely, yeah.
We got told, we seem to be fine, we're coping on our own. And because at the end of the day, my honest opinion on that, the social worker we had, his name was Danny.
Yeah.
And he thought because we didn't want to stick Ben in this respite care home in Northampton, you know, what else could he do?
Exactly.
It's like, you know, surely they could have helped a bit more.
Exactly, because the thing is, it's like, and don't get me wrong, a break would be nice, but the thing is, you bring these children to us, technically you should be able to look after them, you know?
I don't know, because for the last 4 years we've proved that, you know, we can do it.
We can do it. It's getting harder now, though.
In those 4 years, Ben has just gone, he's just got bigger and bigger.
And bigger now.
And he's becoming hard for me to manage.
Definitely.
Because all I have to do, because he's still in nappies and everything, I have to change him on the floor. I have to bring him down, arms first down. Don't we?
You do. Obviously, it's puts pressure on your bottom of your back, because obviously Ben is 5
Because
foot.
if he goes down on his own accord and you're not ready for it, it can really jam
You can, because obviously Ben's only 12, he's 5'9", and he's a size 13 adult shoe.
And we were told yesterday that he's still got 6 more
years of growing room, yeah. They reckon he could be 6'8", 6'9" room height, which would be...
He's going to tower over me.
It's going to tower over you big time, isn't he?
Yeah, and then once he had that seizure, he got to see his... What was the name of the doctor again? I can't remember.
I can't remember his doctor.
He went on to medication, he went on to the Epilim.
And touch wood, it's controlled his seizures, which is really great.
But we had an issue then 6 months down the line where they decided to change his medication for another version of the same thing.
A cheaper brand.
No, it was still Epilim, but
it was a cheaper version.
It was Epilim liquid.
Yeah. It was the cost-cutting episode because it was cheaper.
And then within the space of a little while, he had
4 seizures
in
10 weeks.
In 10 weeks.
But then his paediatrician said, no, that's not on. They transferred him back because his paediatrician, you think about it, even our own GP didn't, because of our surgery, it's the team do all the obviously like Ben's regular medication. So it's just one of those people do, yeah, that's fine, off you go. It's only like small mistakes, but...
Yeah, and over that course of a little bit of period of time, we started getting a lot of...
Head banging.
And sleep deprivation started coming, didn't it?
You did again.
And he was awake until 2 o'clock in the morning. And I have to be up for 4:30. And, you know, it really gets tiring.
It does really
get tiring.
You know
what? It's not fun when you come home from work. Yeah, I know, I'm going to admit that. I do 6 hours a day. But, you know, getting up at 4:30, coming out at 11:30, and if he has a bad night before it, you know... She'll see me falling asleep on that sofa about 1:45 in the afternoon, isn't it?
Right. Thing is, people say, oh yeah, why don't I look after Ben while Stephen sleeps? But the thing is, Ben, when he's awake, he's noisy. He is noisy. You tried to sleep, haven't you? You can still hear him.
Yeah. Not being nasty, you know. I don't feel like I want to sleep because, you know, I worry that what is he going to do?
I know.
Because he could walk anywhere.
He could do,
Not
obviously.
being nasty, the bathroom's easy accessible, so he could easily go in there, grab anything, because he doesn't know what it is.
He doesn't, that's the thing with Ben, he doesn't know what's, obviously because Ben's non-verbal, obviously. He doesn't know what isn't food, He's just a danger to himself, basically. He needs 24-hour care.
Yeah.
And we do worry for Ben, because obviously what's going to happen to his future, because obviously we're not going to be around forever, are we?
No, my worry is there. What's going to happen to him?
Exactly.
Because, you know, touch wood, touch wood, you know, within the last few days, you know, all of a sudden we've started getting these little signs of him, he's like going back to the past again. It's like I haven't got a 12-year-old, so I say 12-and-a-half-year-old, I feel like I've got a 3-year-old.
Exactly, yeah.
Where he started enjoying programs like Thimbles.
All the baby programs again.
All the programs that were on 10 years ago on CBeebies are suddenly just sparked back into life in his brain.
And it's like a light bulb. It's gone, because obviously he
says mum. It's good mum. How many times has he said mum in the last couple of weeks?
He said mum and Blaze. He said dad. He said dad.
Plus he's talking a lot of
gibberish, like baby talk, like that, which is nice because.
Plus, it's with a hint of becoming a teenager as well. So we're having like terrible twos and teenage
hormones
just
stacking
together.
Yeah, it's a bit of a nightmare, isn't it? Well, something like I said, we've gone through that bad stage where he's been constantly banging his ears like that because he's gone.
That is the most you know, horrible thing you can see.
It is.
Because especially when he does it, when you're out and about in public and people just stare. When
Yeah.
are they going to learn that there are kids with
Special needs.
it does, and that all disabilities are not visible?
They're not. That's one, obviously, well, when was it? Chessington a few weeks ago, obviously he banged his ears and he got a few stares and stuff like that, but it's hard. I know he can't help it, but I'm saying it isn't. I wouldn't say it's embarrassing as such. Obviously, it's something he can't control. Bless him. But like I said, you get the stares. People say like, "Well, can't you control your child?" and things like that. And it does
learn to realise there are disabilities in this world.
It does get you down, being honest with you, because obviously Ben's got a right to be there like everybody else has, basically.
Yeah.
And it's just, like I said, just heartbreaking to see him do it. And it's like we can't do anything because we said to him, "Is he in pain? Is he hungry? Does he need his nappy changing? Is he bored?" You know what I mean? We've tried everything we can think of, and nothing just seems to work. So we're thinking sensory overload or something like that. But
today, as we're filming this is May the 4th, and last night I had Thomas on for him while he was going to sleep, because normally he likes watching his telly before he goes to bed. Did not pay any attention to it at all.
No.
You know, he started playing up a bit, started shaking his legs in bed and all over the place. Suddenly, it twigged in my mind, let's go back and put something on he knew what he used to know when he was younger. So I went on YouTube, because that's where you can only find these programs now.
Exactly.
Stuck Fimbles on, all of a sudden, turned over.
Yeah, laughing and smiling.
Laughing, staring at the telly. And then suddenly, within a space of 10-15 minutes... He was asleep.
This is like...
He went from being all over the place to calmer and went to bed.
Like I say, it's like his brain hasn't... It's like his brain stopped working at that age, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I wonder that all this banging their head he's been doing, he's had pressure building up, and it's amazing, probably his brain starting to...
Maybe, you just don't know, do
when
you?
he's going through puberty, all those hormonal changes is probably sending him...
Do laddie.
Through the roof.
Because obviously, any child that's not verbal, they can actually express their feelings and how they're going.
Yeah.
Obviously, Ben can't. So we're thinking maybe banging his ears is his way of frustration as well. We just don't know, really.
Constantly, he needs to be watched all the time because he's been out on his trampoline, and because it's hormonal and everything else.
Exactly. He wants to say what he does, but I think you get the picture what he does.
Twiddle, twaddle and twiddle, so I would say.
You think, obviously, a child like Ben is severely autistic. How does he want to do that, if you know what I mean? But
what does his future hold for him?
I know, it's scary.
I know Sammy's there, but, will Sammy take care of him as he gets older?
Simon probably will do his own thing, won't he? That's the thing.
Yeah.
But...
No, he didn't want to be like this.
We didn't, did we?
No. It's hard on me and Cheryl just to sit here and talk about this. There's a lot more I could go on about. The amount of times we've been in that hospital with him and everything else, all those. But that day on 2014,
I know, everyone goes through that again. I won't wish that on my worst enemy. It's horrible seeing like that.
Cheryl will tell you, I was standing there and I almost collapsed, didn't I?
You did, you?
Scared.
Yeah, it's really, really horrible, that is.
I thought we were going to lose him that day.
I did, seriously. Like I said, Ben's got a guardian angel. Whoever it is, thank you. I don't know who you are, but thank you for looking after Ben.
I hope it's my mum, really.
I think it's your mum.
Because my mum died just before he started special needs school.
And your mum thought the world of Ben. You do have to admit she did that.
She never got to see his brother Sammy
much. Did she, bless her. But yeah, so I hope you've enjoyed.
I'm not about enjoyed. It's not really enjoyed.
But I hope you get the idea what goes on in our life now with Ben. Obviously,
we do the best for them both. We, as you've seen on the vlogs, we go more or less all over the place. The worst thing I can do really is, I would love to go abroad with them both, but
just can't risk Ben.
Being up there on a plane and there's not much room to go, right? If he suddenly has a seizure in midair,
or even a meltdown,
in midair,
where's he going to go?
And you got people in the seats next to you trying to sleep, what are you going to do?
No, it's like you can't do anything.
You can't go anywhere.
You can't do anything. Yeah, that's the thing.
There's no quiet zone on a plane.
There isn't. That's the thing with Ben. Ben's moods are so unpredictable. Really unpredictable, aren't they?
This is why now me and Cheryl are just saying that, hashtag autism awareness.
Definitely, yeah. People need to make more aware. People need to be made more aware of autism. That obviously, autism is a mental disability.
Yeah.
That's the thing, because it's not physical. People think, hang on, that child's normal. But then when you see them having a meltdown, then people might think, hang on.
Me and Cheryl have not had a night to ourselves in
5 years.
over 5 years, and that was when Cheryl won a raffle?
It was a
type thing
raffle.
at a carnival where we got to
of
spend a night in a hotel in Oxford somewhere.
That was nice. It was a brilliant run. It was a nice 5-star hotel with spa and everything else.
And that's where, at the time we had a lot of help around us
help
and
and
looked
support.
after.
But now we've got nothing.
And now, I feel like, I don't know if it's just us, but I feel like everyone likes to just distance themselves away. I know schools say they help, but, there's only so much they can do because they're on a budget. They can only do as much as, they can do, can they?
They can do, yeah.
I'll always love and respect Frank Wise for what they've done for Ben.
Definitely, read and loads for Ben.
But the issue now is moving forward. Where do we go?
Exactly, this is where we're stuck, aren't we?
This is why things get left behind in this country, and you blame certain things like government
budget cuts,
budget cuts, but they can go and do all this other stuff which costs money, and
exactly,
they like doing those things.
Thing is, what was upsetting was obviously we was told, Ben's sit through the net. That was what's upsetting about it was.
At
We
the end of
struggled.
the day, to the government, he's just another statistic.
Exactly.
That no one gives a rat's, about.
Thing is, you get all these people saying, "Oh yeah, I do this, I do that."
We go there and here.
I think, wish we could, because obviously.
I know we're not in the only boat with this,
No, we're not in the boat with it, no.
With
but
having kids with special needs, but I'm nearly 40 and not seen anywhere in the world.
I know.
I've only been around Britain.
Sam would love to go to Disney, but again, I do feel sorry for Sam because obviously our attention is all on Ben. But anyway, sorry we've probably carried on a bit there too more than we wanted to, really, haven't we?
This is what the channel's about, guys.
It is.
It's about autism awareness, and this is why we do these daily vlogs, so you can see what life is like for Ben.
Yeah, definitely.
One thing I would never do is include all the bad points in this because
I could never. It's too distressing. No. It is too distressing. Everyone is constantly banging like this, constantly all the time. A few weeks ago, he banged his ears so much he actually gave himself a black eye.
Yeah.
Didn't he? Gave himself a black eye. He's even given himself a nosebleed as well a few times where he's banged his ears. And obviously, I don't know if it's burst because obviously he got blood vessels so pretty nose. I don't know where he's burst a blood vessel, but he's even given himself a couple of nosebleeds.
And this week he's just come down with a bump with his
sleep.
So,
who knows? But so I thought, anyway, we thought we'd do a nice sit down chatty type vlog because obviously we've had lots of questions and things. So we thought, while it was nice and quiet, the kids at school, we'll do our vlog.
Yeah. So guys, this is our channel. This is our life. Stay with us if you wish. Hit the subscribe button, like the video. And
don't forget to share because obviously we're trying to promote more autism awareness because more and more people are being diagnosed with it. And basically, like us, they're just having to struggle on and just live with their life with the best they can.
Yeah, I take life day by day. Life's not easy at the minute.
It's not.
And I can say that for a fact.
It isn't easy at the minute.
You just do what you can and get on with it.
Yep.
So guys, thanks for watching.
And we're back with our daily vlogs.
And I'll see you on the next one.
Bye-bye. Bye.